Okay, I think we're rolling here. I didn't get the countdown, but that's okay. Okay, so today we are going to be working on multiplicative comparisons. So if you look really close at the word multiplicative, I bet you can see parts of the word of multiplication. So we are going to be comparing with multiplication. We're going to be comparing with multiplication using a bar model, an array, and also a sentence frame that says blank times as many as blank is blank. And I'm going to teach you all about that today, and then you're going to have an opportunity all week to try it out on your slides. So we're going to start first with 5 times 3. So 5 times as many as 3 equals what? So this is our question we are trying to figure out here. It keeps turning it into circles for me. All right. So if I were to draw my bar model, if I was going to do 5 3 times, I would start with 5 in my box. So here's 5. Okay, there's 5. And now I want to do 5 3 times. So I'm going to draw 3 boxes, 2, 3, with 5 inside each box. Okay, so now if I was going to find using the bar model, then I would count to find my answer. 5, 10, 15. So I know that 5 times 3 equals 15. Then if I were going to use a sentence frame, like I said we were going to, blank times as many as blank is blank. So if we were going to look at this question, we would say that 3 times as many as 5, because we took 5 3 times, is 15. And that is the first step of the multiplicative comparison. Now I want to show you that same problem, only this time I want to show you using an array. So I'm just going to take all of these things and I'm just going to slide, I'm going to slide them out of the way, maybe. There we go. Okay, so now if we do that same problem using, our array. So you guys probably remember arrays from the past, and you probably made an array that looked something like, you probably draw stars better than me, but that's fine. So this array here shows 2 rows of 5. So this array then would show 2 times 5. And in order to find the answer to this problem, I can either count up the stars 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or I can skip count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, or I could skip count by 5, 5, 10. So either way you solve that problem, you're going to be able to use an array to help you figure it out. Okay, so if we're looking at the array to show us 3 times 5, just like the one we figured out just a second ago. Okay, so my problem was, I think we started with 5 times 3. Okay, so I would draw, I'm just going to use circles this time, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my first row, but I need 3 rows, so then I'm just going to draw a third row. It's kind of cool how my pen automatically turns some of them into circles, but not all of them. Okay, so now here's my array. Each row of my array has 5, which was my number that I started with here. Okay, and then I drew 3 rows of those 5. Now, same way as the other times, I can solve it by skip counting each row, 5, 10, 15. I can skip count the other way by 3s, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Arrays probably make the most sense with problems with smaller numbers, because the bigger the numbers get, the harder those arrays are going to be to draw, because you'll have to draw, maybe like 100 or 200 circles, and nobody wants to waste their time doing that. So really use your math brain, use your critical thinking brain to think, what's the best strategy I can use to solve this problem? In my classroom, we talk a lot about working smarter, not harder. So that's just kind of what we go by. So you want to make sure that you're not wasting your time on a problem drawing hundreds and hundreds of circles to solve it when there's a faster, better strategy to use. And the next thing that I wanted to show you was, again, how we can use that same sentence frame, blank times as many as blank equals or is I'm going to change that word to is because that's what it says, is blank. So again, 5 times as many as 3 is 15. The other thing that I want to remind you about with multiplication is that you can multiply either way, right? So I can multiply 5 times 3 and I'll get 15, or I can multiply 3 times 5 and get 15. So these two problems here, I wonder how I start a new board. I just get that out of the way. All I'm saying is that 5 times 3 equals 15 in the same way that 3 times 5 equals 15. All right. I hope that helps you get through the week. And if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to me or your teacher. Have a great week, guys. I care about you. Bye-bye.